Hello, folks, and welcome back to the view from the crow's nest. Sorry, it's been one of those days. Unfortunately, not much happening in the small creative front this week, not from the news I've seen. So, just a few updates and some interesting Kickstarter information. In development, unfortunately, a project that I was looking forward to seeing has been cancelled. I had this information right in front of me and now I can't find it. There we go. Matthew from Abyssal Brews. It was Overclock, a steam-powered campaign guide. Overclock's campaign guide will transport you in a party far above the conflicts of the world's surface to a hidden flying city of Halo. Current metal city of Halo is full of steam-powered wonders, featuring fully customizable tropical animal companions, upgradable automaton player character options, airships soaring through the skies above the city. This all-new campaign setting guide comes complete with custom rules for piloting and customizing your own airships, upgrading companions and equipment alike, and over a dozen new subclasses, heritages, and foes exclusive to the city of Ayla, including its many birdfolk denizens and special traits and abilities. It really had me excited. Unfortunately, it's fallen through. Now, I do have another project that is in the works. This is Caliya's Chronicle of Runes, a 300-page tome that brings the magic of runes to your table. Whether you're a DM looking to fill your world with ancient Runic lore and extraordinary monsters, or a player eager to sink your teeth into hundreds of inspiring new races, subclasses, spells, and more for your characters, this Runic sourcebook unleashes endless possibilities for your epic adventures across the multiverse. What's inside? Expansive 5e rune system with over 350 magic runes spanning every language, 12 legendary subclasses, plus over 50 races and sub-races, 80 plus epic and terrifying monsters, and instantly translate to your favorite languages at fantasytranslator.com. Live on Kickstarter now. The tagline is Caliya's Chronicle of Runes, language turned legendary. As you can see, they need quite a bit of, what is that? They've currently received 175,000 of the 15,000 goal from only 1,953 backers. So if you want to get onto that, the short link will be in the description of this video once we've finished the broadcast. Now, other than Abyssal Brews, Chris from Basic Action Games also got a game on Kickstarter, and if I can find that write-up, it would help. I honestly can't find that information now. But the project does look interesting, intriguing options. Let's see if we can find that. There we go. The Tome of Intriguing Options Kickstarter is officially live now. In a supplement to Honor plus Intrigue swashbuckling RPG, we add an array of options for your historical campaigns, as well as rules and tools to take your game to the stars into the realms of high fantasy. If you need a copy of Honor Intrigue, you can bundle them together. And from the tin, greetings, eager intriguer. Be not beleaguered, for this tome. In this tome, we offer players and GMs an array of intriguing options to add variety, depth, and dimension to any game of Honor and Intrigue. Do not think of this as a book of rules. They're more like guidelines on how to adapt your campaign in various ways. What's in this book? Rules and story, gives lots of new optional and alternate rules to use with the campaign, as well as story ideas to insert into your campaign. The Duelist's Guide focuses on dealing with new maneuvers, guidelines for making your own, all 19 previously published dealing styles, plus 18 new ones, guidelines for making new dealing styles. Loss and Intrigue focus on taking a campaign to the stars. This section is a primer on running a swashbuckling campaign set in a space opera or other sci-fi setting. Non-human characters focus on expanding your available cast of characters for sci-fi and fantasy swashbuckling. It includes guidelines and tools to help you build your own fantasy and science fiction folk, as well as over 50 sample PC ancestries. Spells and Spellcasters introduces an alternative high fantasy magic system which brings wizards, paladins, druids, clerics, psionists, and magic items to your campaign. Of course, if you're interested in joining that Kickstarter, the link will be down in the description. Unfortunately, that was all for in development today. New releases. And finding this again. There we go. I almost read the wrong description here. From Eric D. Hausherr. Hello everyone, so glad to finally be at this point. My adventure, The Dread of Dynwel, is finally ready for the world. So that's available from DM's Guild. For a price, I can't see it. Price for my another screen yet. Open on other machine. For a price of $14.95. The cover art looks great. So I'm expecting big things from it. Looks very interesting. Set in Forgotten Realms, so really something to add on to your collection. Now, besides for that, we have Jared from Two Cat Club, who has just released the new PocketQuest set. Jared says, following up on one Eldritch Summer from last year's PocketQuest, I released Red Space for this year. You can get them both for the price of just one in my BOGO bundle. Now again, the link for this will be in the description. The bundle price is only $4.99. So you're paying $2.50 for each of the PocketQuest bundles in it. Red Space. In the far future, there's only red. It's year 30. Put it on the screen. It is year 3048 of the risen age. Scarcity is but a memory of ancient past. Having no need for war or wealth, humanity has devoted itself to the pursuit of scientific discovery and cultural innovation. The golden brown era of peace is not without peril, however. The unexplored parts of the galaxy are rife with unknown dangers, and yet, even in the face of such risk, the brave chefs of the endless expedition push on, ever the vanguard of the culinary arts. Become part of the crew of the Galactic Alliance ship to face the dangers of the unknown, to explore new worlds, to discover new ingredients, and most importantly, to make new food. Star Trek needs Battle Chef in an age of danger and deliciousness on the fringes of known space. Now, they've included that in this bundle with one Eldritch Summer, which they released last year for the PocketQuest. The campers summoned demons instead of doing arts and crafts, and now we're stuck in a time loop. This is going to be one Eldritch Summer, featuring camp counselors stuck in a time loop at the dawn of the demon apocalypse, 12 different Eldritch marks for a variety of mutant superpowers, quick and easy character generation, a dice pool system that encourages creative use of your character's abilities, Mad Lib style adventure creation with built-in replayability, more than just a one-shot, and designed for drive-through RPGs, PocketQuest 23 Game Jam. One out of summary is a casual apocalyptic RPG with a comedic horror tone. Simple rules and light crunch makes the game as easy to learn and fun to play. Now that we've covered that, I'm afraid we are done. Now, I encourage creators to reach out to me if you've got information about your own games, if you've got new releases, either in development or ready for sale. You can add it to our list for next week. Only news that I could think of that also creator related is that during the course of last month, Modiphius released a creative content program, so you can create content either their 2D20 game systems or create your own 2D20 based game system. And they've got different options for that, and that's what you can see on their website, modiphius.com. So until next time, hopefully with more news than this, take care out there.